Shout out to G-Man Boxing.
Anthony Joshua, Oleksandr Usyk, September, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's looking good, looking likely. Just like Boris Johnson's wedding night, going to keep this short and sweet. This fight, it seemed kind of a bit all over the place about a week or two ago, because you had Eddie Hearn saying that, if it goes to a purse bid, we'll vacate, or if there's any kind of more disputes with contracts, they'll basically be up to vacate the WBO title. They were talking about Dylan White and the Ruiz trilogy. I didn't care for either of them fights. I mean, the Ruiz trilogy, maybe in a year's time, yeah, maybe. Dylan White, no, not particularly. But Usyk, that's the fight I wanted to see. If we can't get AJ Fury, then AJ Usyk to me is a good fight. It's a good fight in between. It's a risky fight. It's a dangerous fight. Oleksandr Usyk, I've said it for the longest time. I know a lot of people don't rate him at heavyweight, but at the end of the day, as I've said several times, what's your perception of him at heavyweight? Do you expect him to tear through the division? Because he wasn't doing that at cruiserweight, bear that in mind. He wasn't tearing through guys. Yes, he was outboxing a lot of them and he was looking very good doing it, but he wasn't, going through people, like Triple G was in the middleweight division when he was, king of the middleweights. He wasn't doing that. So my perception of Usyk at heavyweight is he's performed as I expected. Against Derek Chisora, he performed better than I actually expected, because I thought that would be a bit more competitive than it was, and people would be like, yeah, gee, he was getting bullied early on. Yeah, he was getting bullied early on, but he adjusted, and he hurt Chisora a couple of times, most notably the 7th round, and he outboxed him better than most people. I mean, Dylan White, yes, he knocked Chisora out in the rematch, but he had 2 very tough fights. Usyk didn't have that. And people look at that fight and say, well, Anthony Joshua was going to be, he's bigger, he's stronger. Yeah, he is. He's bigger, stronger, yeah. But he's not going to be as physical as Chisora. He doesn't cut the ring off as well as Chisora. Doesn't move his head as well as Chisora. So you have to look at it from a stylistic point of view. If AJ tried to put it on Usyk like Chisora did, he'll be gone. He'll be out of gas in 2 rounds. And AJ, we know his gas tank is questionable. I think that's still safe to say even now. When he gets a guy hurt, like he got Pulev hurt, he needs a couple of rounds to just let it all build back up, let the energy come back to him. So for me, this is an interesting fight. Whenever we get the announcement, I don't know, but hopefully soon, in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Bear in mind, they originally wanted to put Pulev on in that, because remember that fight was meant to take place, was it May 2020 was the original date for AJ Pulev, or maybe June, but in around that time. So he gets his homecoming he's already had his homecoming, but with only 1,000 fans. This would be a proper, I would imagine it'd be, full attendance come September. So this would be a proper homecoming for AJ. I like this fight. I wonder, is there a rematch clause? Because that's the whole kind of thing that I think Team Usyk, like Eddie Hearn never admitted they were trying to do that, but I suspect that's one of the issues, is a rematch clause. I wonder, are they trying to get that put in for this fight? Personally, I don't think they should. I think Team Usyk should dig their heels in and say, we're not signing for a rematch clause. We earned this right. We are mandatory challenger. If we win, see you later, Eddie. We're taking our belts and we're going away. So, me personally, I've no issue with them saying no to a rematch clause. I wonder, have they compensated? Is Usyk going to get a higher percentage? I think mandatory WBO, correct me if I'm wrong, it's between 20 to 25%. So maybe they've decided, you know what, we want a rematch clause. How do you fancy 30%? I don't know if that's happened. It could be completely off, but I wonder, is that gone on? So, those are my thoughts on that. Great fight. If we get this next, excellent fight. I would have rather seen Undisputed AJ Fury, but I'm happy with this fight. It's a very good fight. It's a dangerous fight, though. Bear that in mind. It's a dangerous fight. I've said I wouldn't be surprised if either AJ or Fury loses in their next respective fights. I can't see personally Fury losing, but if I had to say an upset, it would be this fight, because I can see Usyk causing AJ a world of problems. So that's my thoughts on this. We wait for an announcement. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you excited? Do you think that this is some people say this is a mismatch, that Usyk doesn't deserve it? I mean, Usyk's a great fighter. Great fighter. Apart from Klitschko, this is probably the best name on AJ's resume if he beats him. Great fighter is Oleksandr Usyk. So I think it's terrific. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash the like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe, of course, if you're new. Hashtag GMansRocks, all that good stuff. For now, lads and lasses, I'll talk to you. Peace. Okay, so before I go, I want to give you guys a quick update. I've started a second channel, right? It's called True Crime with G-Man. It's things I've wanted to talk about for a while. I didn't want to go and make a Patreon page because A, I don't want to charge, and B, I know I don't want to put in effort if it's not going to get any views really, or any people listening. So I decided to make a new YouTube channel. It's the second one going. It's, obviously it's YouTube, so it's free. You just go over, subscribe. hopefully this Friday I'll have my first kind of, video / documentary kind of format style video. We're going to be talking, as it says, true crime, serial killers, true crimes, all that kind of stuff, looking at it from a psychological point of view and just giving my 2 cents on it. So go over there and subscribe, please, if you could. Links in the description. I'm going to put this video on the next couple of videos just to kind of get it. Hopefully we get to 100 subs before I have my first upload. So there you go, links in the description. For now, lads and lassies, I'll talk to you. Peace.